Hello Goenkans, we are going through chapter number 1, crop production and management. We are going through steps of crop production. We are done with preparation of soil, manuring, sowing, irrigation. Our today's topic is crop protection. It's on page number 11 of your textbook. In this crop protection, we have to go through weeding and pest control. Fine? So let's take weeding. What does weeding mean? It's the removal of weeds from the fields in which the crop plants are growing. Fine? If crop plants are growing in a field, we need to remove weeds from there. Fine? Weeding is the process of removal of weeds. Because these weeds are unwanted plants, but they grow along with the crop plants. So we need to get rid of these unwanted plants. Fine? These unwanted plants are called weeds. They are undesirable. Because, why they are undesirable? Because they compete with the main crop for the nutrients, space, air, light and water. And they reduce the crop yield. Obviously, it will have direct effect on the crop yield. What they do is, if we are giving, for example, fertilizers for the crops, they will also take that. Fine. They will take space, air they will take, light they will take. We are watering our crop plants, but then weeds also take it. So they are in competition with the main crop plants. So what we need to do is, we need to remove them. Fine? They are undesirable, they are unwanted. So there is a process by which we remove them, and that is known as weeding. Fine? And different weeds grow in different fields, and they differ from season to season. Like they have their seasons. And there are some common weeds. I will give you names of some common weeds like amaranthus, pigweed, wild oat, congress grass. These are some common weeds which you will find everywhere. Fine. Now, weeding can be done by these methods. I will discuss those methods with you, how to get rid of these weeds and how to go for the process of weeding, that is removal of weeds, isn't it? So first is mechanical control, second is chemical control, and third is biological control. Words themselves imply what they are. Mechanical, chemical, biological. Mechanical means where you are making use of equipments, machines. Wherever we make use of machines, wherever something is, it's not by chemicals, it's not biological, we're making use of equipments, we're making use of, these instruments, we call it mechanical. What we call it? Mechanical. So what we do in mechanical control, weeds are pulled by hand, trowel, or harrow. These are small equipments. They are not big machines. They are, even you might have such things at home. If you are interested in gardening or you do gardening, you know about these things. I think you should know about these things, what they are. Trowel is there, what we call khurpa. In Urdu or Hindi, we call it khurpa. Harrow is there. Fine. So these are the small equipments by which we can remove weeds, and the control is called mechanical control. Another is their chemical control. See, mechanical control has few disadvantages, like we need manpower, they're pulled by hand, or then if we are making use of trowel, again, we need manpower. If we are doing it on a large scale, we cannot go for such things. Fine. Then it's time consuming as well. Better than this is chemical control if we are doing it on a large scale. If you're working on your kitchen garden, then it is fine. You can make use of khurpa, you can pull it by hands and all. But then on large scale, we make use of chemicals. Like chemicals like 2,4-D, dalapan, metalocor. These are chemicals which are used to kill weeds. And such chemicals are called weedicides or herbicides. Weedicide, C-I-D-E, side. Number of times I have told you, side means to kill. Bactericide, fungicide, these are disinfectants. Then we have these weedicides which kill weeds. Weedicides, they are the chemicals which kill weeds, and they are specific in their action. Specific in the action means they will not destroy crop plants, and they should not. If they destroy crop plants, then they are of no use. They are specific in action. They will destroy only weeds. They will have no effect on the crop plants. Fine, but they have disadvantage related to them. That is, they are non-biodegradable, and I'm sure you know what non-biodegradable means. Fine, we have done such things in lower grades: biodegradable, non-biodegradable. See, biodegradable, again I will repeat, the microorganisms cannot act on them and they remain as such in the soil. Fine, like we have plastic, we have polythene. That's why we say we should not make use of polythenes and all polybags. We should make use of paper bags, because paper is biodegradable, but this plastic, glass, and then there's polythene bags, they are non-biodegradable. These chemicals, few chemicals, they are non-biodegradable. They remain as such for years, for millions of years. They remain as such in the soil. The bacteria cannot act on them, Usually what happens in biodegradable substances, bacteria, microorganisms, they release enzymes on them, and they get what? They get degraded, they release nutrients back to the soil. But these non-biodegradable substances, they remain as such in the soil, and then they affect soil fertility. This is the disadvantage related to them. Now, if we talk about biological control, some organisms which partially feed on specific weeds are introduced into the fields in large numbers. What they do is, when we are introducing organisms in a crop field, they will eat only weeds. They will have no effect on the crop plants. So it's a better way, isn't it? So they eat the weeds but do not damage the main crop. For example, there are few insects. What they do is they eradicate particular weeds. There are crops like barley, soya bean, sunflower, etc. They release toxic substances on their own. They are not making use of, there is no mechanical control, there is no chemical control. What they do is they release some substances on their own, toxic substances, and that does not allow growth of weeds. This is biological control. Fine. So in crop protection, we were supposed to go through weeding, fine, which we are done with. And the second is pest control. Pest control we will discuss tomorrow. Today we discussed weeding. So you will go through this, and then you will write about the definition of weeding that is on the video. You will copy it on your fair notebooks, and then listen to this audio twice, thrice. There are I provided you names of weeds which is not on the textbook. This is something beyond the book. So you will write these, listen to it, jot down these common weeds on your fair notebook. I am going to check everything. Fine. Stay healthy. Stay safe, stay inside. Take care. Bye-bye.